As we arrived in Guatemala City, we took a taxi, Uber actually, and we were passing through the Torre of Reformador. This is a beautiful tower that's one of the landmarks in the city of Guatemala.
Sí, ese es el edificio Triángulo, ese sería el banco industrial.
Sí, pues, pero son las torres provisionales de la zona 4. Ah, no, esa no es. El Banco Industrial.
El obelisco.
No, lo ves de atrás.
¿Y este qué es?
Ese es un monumento a la mujer, algo así. Pues.
Ah, ya.
This time of the year, because of the Christmas and New Year's festivities, the city looks very bright with lots of Christmas related themes and ornaments, and there's a lot of tourist police all over the place, so you feel pretty safe. As you can see, Guatemala City is very modern with McDonald's and all kinds of fast food places. One thing I noticed about the fast food places like McDonald's and Wendy's and Burger King is that they don't cater to fast food people. I think they cater to sit-in. And what I mean by sit-in restaurants is because they have big areas where people could actually sit down and enjoy a meal. Um, and some of them have two levels, first and the second level. And so there's plenty of people sitting around and eating among family. I told the Uber driver to take us into most of the busy areas. This is 18th Street, famously known 18th Street, and this is 5th Avenue. We're only one avenue away from 6th Avenue, which is a beautiful shopping area where they close traffic 24/7, so there's no traffic allowed. It's only for walking. So it is a beautiful area where you can see all kinds of fashion stores, where you could get shoes, you could get clothing, and a lot of places to eat, as well as some old school hotels that still are around the city of Guatemala. So welcome to the city of Guatemala again. We're driving towards downtown. He's taking us to the historical area of the city, which holds the presidential palace, which is no longer the house where the president lives. We are driving by 12th Street, which is the name of a song, a very traditional marimba song in Guatemala. And as we take a look to the right, you're gonna see the building, an arch building. And so it's like a bridge that joins the two buildings. You're gonna get to see it right now. La Calle 12, right here in downtown Guatemala. That was a beautiful scenery of the area. I remember during the 15th of September, Central American Independence Day, the marching bands passed through this arch building, which is beautiful. So we continue to enjoy the city of Guatemala.
Sí, pues, wow. This is the historic area right here. It used to be palace, presidential palace, right here. Now it's a museum.
This is the National Palace, which has been converted into a museum now. It is no longer a place where the president welcomes all dignitaries from all over the world. Now it is a beautiful museum, which I haven't visited. I need to take the time next time and go inside and see what they have to offer. So this is the historic downtown area of Guatemala City. And now the taxi driver is taking us to the bus station, Monja Blanca, which will be our ride to Cobán Alta Verapaz, to the highlands of Guatemala. It is far. So Transportes Monja Blanca, first class or direct bus line will take us about 5 hours from Guatemala City to Cobán Alta Verapaz in the highlands. So it's about 2 hours from Guatemala City to El Rancho, and then from El Rancho to Cobán is another 3.5 to 4 hours. It is pretty much driving way up hills, and it's a winding road. I was sharing with my wife Cheryl that around this time of the year, because of Christmas and New Year celebration, the government of Guatemala deploys a lot of tourist police officers all over the city and all over Guatemala for the protection of the tourists. What I've noticed too is there's a lot of motorcycles on the road. They have taken over automobiles because they are inexpensive to maintain and they use up little gasoline. We were able to find a very nice hotel located right next to the airport, La Aurora, on Zone 13. It was about $55 per night, and it's very well maintained. It reminds me of La Quinta here in California. So very nice hotel, clean, with a nice view to the airport and to the city as a whole. It's a very, very good hotel, and it's called Plaza Imperial, Suites Plaza Imperial, on Zone 13, Guatemala City. Look it up, and they have a website. It's best if you just buy it through a third party, such as Expedia.com, Hotels.com, one of those third party places where you can book a hotel. You find very, very affordable rates there, and it is a secure login, and of course you could use your credit card without any fear of getting hacked.
Estamos aquí en Transportes Monja Blanca. Vamos en ruta para Cobán. Estamos en la estación de la zona 1. Así es de que we have booked the special bus that's leaving at 2 p.m. from Guatemala City to Cobán. It's a 6-hour ride, and so we already got our tickets to go one way. Aquí estamos en la panadería Olid y vamos a disfrutar de un tamalito. Ajá. El buen pan aquí y rosca de reyes también. Es que vamos a disfrutar de un buen tamalito. Okay, we're here on special bus line, Monja Blanca, direct trip to Cobán Alta Verapaz. My beautiful wife here, she's covered and ready, and my sister-in-law there, Jessica. All right, and we're riding on a Mercedes-Benz. Bus. Very nice. We couldn't help but noticing that there's a lot of new apartment buildings built in the city. There's a high-rise that claims to be the tallest one in Guatemala in Zone 11. And it is a huge building, a huge investment, and they're already selling the units for those who want to invest. Look, that's another building right there, brand new. It's probably not open yet, but there's a lot of housing going on. We are crisscrossing Guatemala City, driving towards the north of Guatemala. So we're around Zone 2 right now, and we're about to cross the Puente Belice, the bridge called Belize. And from there, we're heading north to El Rancho, which is where we're going to stop and get something to eat. And from there, we're going to continue our journey, our 3.5 or maybe 4 hours more from El Rancho to get to Cobán Alta Verapaz in the highlands of Guatemala. And that's where we're going to be meeting with our friends from my hometown of San Antonio, Suchitepeques. And we're going to go all together to visit and see for the first time the national park called Semuc Champey. And Semuc Champey is a beautiful sequence of pools made out of limestone. They're stepped pools, beautiful, with crystal clear blue water. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And so we're looking forward to that journey into Cobán Alta Verapaz, and also to see some of the historic buildings and areas that I grew up seeing when I was 6 years old, when I used to live. I lived in Cobán for 1 year. I went to kindergarten school there, and so it brings back a lot of memories. Back in those days, the streets were full of clay. There was no paved roads or anything, or streets, and now it has changed. So you will see some of the pictures in another video of what Cobán looks like today. And we continue to see the city, beautiful scenery, McDonald's, and all kinds of fast food places from America, and of course our own Pollo Campero is there, and Barista Cafe, and of course Starbucks is there, very prominent places. There's a lot of Dollar City stores as well. And another thing I noticed too is a lot of car dealerships that are not popular here in America, such as cars from India and from China, and brands such as Jack, J-A-C, and then there was another one that I can't remember, Mahindra from India. And so the cars look good. They look very strong and very similar to the Toyota, especially that truck called Jack. Look at those buildings right there. We're appreciating the beauty of this part of Guatemala City as we exit the city towards the north, towards the Caribbean side, going towards Cobán Alta Verapaz. We could see the Árbol Gallo, the Gallo Christmas tree, which would probably be taken down in the next week or two. More high-rise buildings right there. And then I was also listening to a gentleman who was telling me that there is a new building that is going to be the tallest one in Guatemala, which will be built in Zone 14. Now, the tallest one is the Altair. That building is the tallest right now, but there are plans already for the tallest one in Zone 14, which I'm looking forward to seeing built, and probably investigate what the prices are going for each unit, and whether it's a 1-room, 2-bedroom, or 3-bedroom apartment. So we're looking forward to that. And we continue our journey